So we're here in the alleyway of Paddy's Shenanigans on the Airlie Beach Main Street Strip. Yeah. And I'm here with Kieran McCarthy, a local legend of the Airlie Beach Music Festival. How are you going?
Hi, Emily. I'm going well.
Good. You've just stepped off the stage.
I'm a little bit sweaty. Just stepped off the stage after doing we did an album launch.
Yeah.
With a great band inside there before. It was awesome.
Handing out
I'm still very
copies to all the
excited.
punters.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think it's better if people show interest in turning up. You should, at least you can do is give them a free copy, you know.
Yeah. And so you're not only just performing at this year's festival, but you're also actually part of the committee. Is that correct?
Oh, I'm on the committee. Yeah, there's 4 of us on the main committee. So I'm pretty busy. I'm not doing you know, gigs up and down the street. I might next year. I feel like I'm missing out a bit, you know.
Just going in for one.
Yeah. So it makes, I might put me, you know, do a couple of street gigs next year. Yeah.
Fantastic. I think all the punters would love that. You had quite a line going before of people wanting to get the CD signed and all of that.
Yeah, that was nice.
Got a few local fans there.
Yeah. I still get a bit surprised about that sort of thing. But yeah, it's good though, it's nice.
Just shows how humble you are. Your song Blue on Blue has been a bit of a iconic part of the festival. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Well, it's a song I wrote a number of years ago, but a band did a gig at the Sailing Club last year and they did a cover of Blue on Blue, and then one of the promoters of the festival said, I'm going to make this a competition.
We've had a little song competition going on with the Airlie Beach Music Festival. You had to learn the song Blue on Blue by Kieren McCarthy. It was a shameless way of promoting our festival because the song was just written for Airlie Beach. So we had 30 odd different musos from all over the world cover the song, and we had a big competition. It was worth $15,000 with prizes, VIP tickets, gigs, all sorts of stuff. And yeah, Kieren thought that was the end of it.
I didn't have much to do with it really, but it finished up with about $12,000 worth of prizes. Right. And then we finished up with about 37 entries of blues and reggae and all these different genres of the song, which was great. And then there was a judging panel that picked one out, and we had a big day at the Sailing Club a couple of weeks ago, and that was a bit of fun too. Yeah.
You have a great living legend up here in Airlie Beach, a great muso by the name of Kieren McCarthy. In fact, you have a song competition based on his song, Blue on Blue, is that correct? Sam McCann, I know, won the under-18s. I forget who won the seniors, the opener.
So we're just backstage here and Shane Howard has just walked off. So what relevance does Shane have to Kieren?
He's the whole reason he started music. Kieren heard Shane and just went, I want to write music like that, and yeah, the rest is history. 25 years later, he's a local legend. He's been the only person on the whole main street that plays original. Everyone else does covers, and he's been flying the original fag for 25 years. So.
Where is Kieren? Is he here? Kieren, you gotta come up here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kieren McCarthy, thanks for 25 years of music.
And you presented him with a really nice plaque on stage?
Yep. That was done by a friend of mine. His name's Sean Umans. He's a master carver here in Airlie Beach, and it took him about 25 hours to do that. So.
I know you are, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's very important to me. That's wonderful. The most important thing for me tonight is that I have written the odd song, and out of all the songwriters in the world, including Paul McCartney and John Lennon and all those guys, there's one bloke who inspired me to put pen to paper from the very beginning was Mr. Shute Harbour.
We're going to make him really hear these words now. Kieren, your guitar's there, mate.
Now you have just had a life-changing experience.
I just did. I'm still recovering actually, but
Walk us through
it was a
what just happened.
well-kept secret, obviously, that I was going to get up and do a song with Shane Howard, who's been my absolute idol all my life. You know, well, my songwriting life especially, and to be done, you know, called up to do a song, and they actually learnt the song. They took the trouble to learn it.
Anyway, I secretly sent Shane an email, and God knows he bloody answered it and said, "Mate, that's a great song. We're going to learn it." And I've had to keep this secret for 3 months now, and he just got up and did it then, and I just cried my eyes out. At the stage there, hiding Kieran's guitar, we even snuck that in. His wife was in on the whole deal, everything. So, sorry, fiance. Even his flatmate, our official guitar, Harrison Finn Guitar Repairs, snuck his guitar in here, sound checked it, and we managed to pull it off. He had no idea.
It was mind-blowing, really.
Quite a surprise.
I'm still really a bit shell-shocked, actually.
And you had absolutely no idea what was all going on?
Not one iota of idea. No, everyone else did, obviously.
Behind the scenes, and you were presented with a beautiful plaque.
And I've got that plaque, which will go straight to the pool room.
Yeah.
That's awesome, the recognition of that. I've lived 25 years writing songs, you know, but that's just nice to get a recognition like that. It's lovely, you know. It's great. Yeah.
And how much of an impact has Shane Howard had on you?
Oh, look, Shane Howard was one of the first. You know, Spirit of Place was the first album Goanna put out, and I'd watched them as a band before the album came out in Melbourne. And he was a bloke that was writing about really writing well about Australian issues and singing with an Australian accent. And I thought, I'm going to, you know, watch this bloke closely, you know. And then he just kept on having, after Goanna, he had these awesome solo albums, and just kept writing brilliant songs, you know. You know, it's just, I can't believe I'm going to have a beer with him in a minute. It's great.
Well, enjoy this special moment. You deserve it. You're absolutely a local hero, and everyone really appreciates all your effort and support.
Thanks, Em.
No worries.
Good on you.
Blue on blue, green on green.
He is the face. When Butto first walked around this town 2 years ago, no one knew who he was, and he took Kieren with him because everyone knew who Kieren was, and so he's had his balls on the line for the last 2 years as well, so he's just as much a face of Airlie Beach music as Butto, so.
The friendliest people and the prettiest women you'll ever see.
So I've got to ask, Chops at 4 is what we've got here on your t-shirt. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Chops at 4. My house, particularly through my single years, became a bit of a halfway house after people had finished their gigs. And so we'd finish up there with, you know, bottles of wine and guitars, and I'd always put some loin chops on the barbecue, you know, at about 2 o'clock in the morning, and then forget about them. And so we're normally having it at 4 o'clock by the time we did remember the day there. And I called ice hockey pucks then, because loin chops, when they're burnt, become an ice hockey puck.
Right.
So, I mean, it's not a grand story by any means.
But it sounds grand when you put it into a song, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit of fun, so we thought we'd write a song about that. Mate, I've staggered around this laneway, I don't know how many times late at night.